I'm going to get some flowers from the garden. Oh, cut myself. I should have been wearing gloves. Good enough? Small base. You gotta get a small. Okay. Here you go.
Hi, son.
Hi, son.
I'm Maylot.
I'm Bobbi.
And we are Melby Square. Why did you decide to be my echo today? I usually say, and we are, and you say, Melby Squared with me, but you don't say the whole thing with me. Today we're doing a Q&A, and
No,
we
not
said,
just any Q&A.
give me a second. Okay. We said that we would do a Q&A at 100 subscribers, and we have reached 107. Thank you to you guys. So we're gonna do all of the questions that we've been asked thus far, whether it be on our Instagram, YouTube, etc. The key component.
We are having a romantic dinner.
Well, I think people can tell. We decided that for our 100 subscriber Q&A to do a romantic date night dinner that Bobbi decided to whip up for us.
Also to celebrate our son's autonomy.
Anatomy.
Successful anatomy scan.
Yeah.
And we're excited to celebrate
Can you see that?
his growth. I will put it on there.
So I have to pretend my thing was good.
But what are you talking about?
What if I don't like it? I'm gonna have a hard time eating it.
I'm gonna knock you upside your head.
Here,
Hold on.
let's hug since you're having a fast time. Here you go. Hug. Okay, go ahead. Shh.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you
And
so
just do it
much,
soft.
babe.
You know, I'll leave you alone.
You fucking soft knock me, I'll soft sock you. You hear me?
Let me just feel love. Damn. That head from Africa. Alright, you gotta mix it. You gotta mix it though.
Are you afraid that I'm not gonna like
I don't
it?
know.
Hey, did you taste yours?
I think it's good.
Mmm. That's really good.
Do you like the noodles better?
I want to say better.
Same?
Yeah, I would say like they're as good as regular noodles.
Gluten free.
What are they made of again? Zucchini?
Egg.
Do you know that noodle? It's not as spicy.
Yeah, it is once you bite really into it.
No, you're just. You know the funniest part is that.
Why do you do that? You always move my hair before you tell me.
Is that I act like this all the time.
Q&A. Let's see what y'all gotta ask. You go first.
So the first question is, are we married? And the answer is no, we're not. If not, whose name goes on the birth certificate? So the last name that's gonna get on the birth certificate is gonna be Brown. And the reason is that it was really important to Bobbi that she uses her last name. I guess it's something that's been passed down for generations. Why is your last name
Because
so important?
that's the only way we can pass down my dad's name, because my brother doesn't have any kids. My sister is with a man. So it's like she has to, her son has his last name. So my son could pass down the name, and is the only one left.
Is your brother's last name Brown?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
I mean, he could still pass it down.
yeah, I could. There's no guarantee.
Anyways.
No guarantee, but he could, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like it was kind of on me to pass it down, and now I'm excited that I have a son that can also pass it down.
Yeah. And also, like, it wasn't super important to me to keep my last name. I know a lot of people are, like, very feminist and are like, why don't you guys both have your last name, blah, blah, blah. Like, my last name isn't really even my real last name. I changed it when I came to America. So I don't have a huge attachment to my last name. So when Bobbi had said, like, she wanted, well, even when we do get married, she wanted me to have her last name.
You need some water?
No, I have. And she wanted our children to have her last name.
Sound like an alien.
Can you shut up? I was trying to get romantic, and then you cut me off, and then you're worried about my goddamn voice, so shut up.
Sorry, baby.
Thank you. So yeah, this was something we agreed upon very early on, and so I did not mind our children as well as myself having her last name, because, you know, she's special or whatever. And then the next question is, why didn't Bobbi have the baby? How did y'all choose who carries?
Good question.
Yeah. Bobbi is gonna eventually have the baby, aka the next one. But we decided for me to go first, because as mentioned in previous videos, me and Bobbi have like a 6-year age difference, and I am older than her, so it made the most sense for me to carry, because I don't have any. I've never carried, nor have I had any biological children, so yeah. So it was kind of like a no-brainer, right? We didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like anything that like we were arguing about necessarily.
No, I knew she was gonna have to go first. Like, we need to make sure that eggs work and function properly, and she didn't have any complications during pregnancy or the baby, you know? We wanted to make sure we were strategic with every step that we took in this process.
Correct.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Coconut cream. Oh, now it's hot? Now it's hot?
It's not. Here, go ahead and do the next question.
Is the dude protected from child support responsibilities? Did he sign a special contract? Yes, he did sign a special contract. The donor is protected from child support because he signed over his parental rights to me, and you know, he has a copy, we have a copy, so he's safe from any obligations.
Correct. To get a little deeper into that, because I know that in the donor Facebook groups that I'm in, a lot of people will be like, most contracts are null and void when it comes to like family court, but that is not true. In the state of California, there was an act that was passed. It was like a Lesbian Protection Act of some sort. I forgot the name of it, but I will post on the video. but it is essentially supposed to protect like lesbian rights in the state of California. So the contract that we got was from their site. It has been notarized.
We can link the site too.
Yeah, we'll link where we got the contract from, and it should be notarized, and it will protect all parties involved. It says, is Bobbi legally a guardian for the child?
Or can you
Meaning, if it doesn't work, would Bobbi owe child support? Yes. She would be the one that is signing the birth certificate, so she is literally like, she's legally obligated in every way that a man that impregnates a woman would be responsible for a child. Okay. It says, having Habesha parents, how did that process go? How did telling them go? Any support during the process?
Well, we did it on our own. We didn't ask them for support.
Yeah, so, okay, well, let's rewind. My parents were not fond of the fact that I liked women for a very long time. It took a very long time for them to warm up to the idea. But when me and Bobbi started getting really serious, she was the first person I actually officially introduced them to, because she was the first person that they were open to really wanting to get to know. I think like when me and her started dating, that was when they finally had accepted the fact that this was who I was and that I liked women. And so when they did meet her, it was like a really smooth and easy process. In all honesty, like they didn't act weird or awkward or off around her, and the vibes were like really natural and like organic, in my opinion. What do you think? Your first time meeting my parents' experience was like?
First time meeting your mom was scary.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not the. I mean,
She was looking at me like.
That wasn't the first time.
And I was like, she good? Like, I didn't know what was going on.
No, but I'm saying like the first official introduction. Like,
but
she's talking about the first time she met her as like my friend when she was like helping me move or whatever. But like the first time I introduced her as like,
but
my girlfriend.
Y'all can see why when our first intro, like she was bringing me in, I was kind of scared. Like, I remember her bugging me our last interaction. Now I'm gonna come.
It's just her face.
Pull up with her daughter, like she's about to be mad, and then she was actually very sweet. She was giving like my abuelita vibes. Very, very sweet, very caring, and cooking for us, and checking on us, see what we need, and she was very nice, very sweet.
Yeah. So it's been really like smooth.
And your box is just cool, like either way.
Yeah, my dad is real chill. He is really like, he doesn't really care to really like get deeply into like having opinions about what people do with their lives, if that makes sense. But we did tell them. They weren't involved in the process because we actually hid the fact that we were trying from everybody except for her mom and my two best friends. So those 3 people were the only people who knew we were trying.
And my dad.
Your dad knew we were trying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, so then those 4 people were the ones who knew we were trying. And so I just knew my mom and like how badly she wanted me to have children. So I didn't want to deal with like her pressing me, you know? So once we did tell them, like they were super excited. We gave them like a surprise box. You know, we're actually gonna post our family's reactions on our next video. But she was like so excited. So excited. Like I do not think she even cared for like a second that I was having a child with another woman. She was just like genuinely like overjoyed. I think one of her biggest concerns when it comes to me dating women was like she didn't think I was ever gonna have kids because of that. But like I had assured her so many times like, no, I want kids, so regardless I'm gonna have kids. So I think she was like really excited about it. And we've had so much support from both sides. like so much, like outpouring support from both sides. So couldn't ask for a better support system, honestly. And lastly, do y'all consider okay, did y'all consider just sex with a platonic male friend for free instead, or was IUI always the plan?
Damn, bro.
And he said, for free. And
you know what? I feel like, yes, like that could have been an easy route. And I'm pretty sure like we have hella options if we did decide, hey, maybe we wanted to do that. But I'll let you give your thoughts on it.
Yeah, honestly, that wasn't an option. Like, having sex with a platonic male friend for free was not an option because we didn't really want our child to like have the donor be like super involved in their lives. At least that's how I felt. I really didn't want somebody that came around a lot or like was cool with us and like hung around the child, because I didn't want them to develop like a relationship with them and that confused them. I also didn't want to confuse the child by being like, oh, this is Uncle Larry, and then Uncle Larry turns into...
Why did you have to use that name?
Oh!
Why?
I didn't think about it!
There's so many names.
I didn't think about it. Larry was the first thing. This is Uncle Chad. I didn't want to be like, oh, this is Uncle Chad, you know? And then like Uncle Chad turns into like your like bio dad, your freaking sperm donor Chad, you know? It's a little weird. So I preferred personally like a donor that we were not friends with. Was that something you would have considered? Like if we had a friend?
It said have sex with them.
Yeah.
Like they would have to like have sex with you for free.
Yeah. Or even like, okay, let's remove the sex component out of it.
But that's what the question said though.
Okay. How would you have considered a male friend that was a donor?
I mean, I'm not hella like, for me as a friend, if all of my friends know, like I'm very hands off. Like I don't talk to my friends a lot or hang around them a lot anyway. So for me, I don't think it would be weird because they wouldn't be around the kid a lot, because I am a loner for real. Like I don't really hang out with my friends a lot. You feel me? So like it wouldn't bother me.
Really?
It wouldn't, because it's like they're not gonna see them unless I want them to see them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For you, you're very open book. She's like, ah. And you know,
I mean, I'm open.
Me, I'm very like, okay, like we're gonna have the conversation of seeing each other before I see you.
Yeah.
You're like, here's the key to my house.
You want me to?